Good evening, my insufferable degenerates. Welcome back to some Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. What happened last time? Well, we wrote some poems and shit. Yeah, we read a book with Yuri, and it was a bit weird. We also did the first side story, the first new side story, and it turns out, spoilers, Sayori might be a little sad, I guess you could say. And I'm thinking we're gonna start off today's stream by playing the next side story, Trust Part 2. So if you're not up to date yet, you can go watch Part 1, or you can stick around and we'll see where we go today. Oh shit, no, I meant to change the settings in OBS to hide my mouse cursor. God damn it, I'm useless. I don't think I can do that now. Oh well, it's fine, it's not annoying. Everything's okay. Everything is just okay. Okay, anyway, here we go. Another day passes in a flash, and it's already time for the next club meeting. Although Monika should have come up with a plan for today's club tasks, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sayori's poem. I'm so stupid, she says. How did I let myself be the centre of attention? Sayori's going through these kinds of feelings, and I'm letting her comfort me instead of the other way round. What kind of club president does that? This whole time, I didn't think to ask about her own feelings. So much for the stupid vision. Sayori enters the club room with her usual smile. But upon seeing the downcast Monika, her smile quickly fades into an expression of concern. Monika? Is everything okay? ... she says. I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend. Huh? What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend. Monika shakes her head. I made this all about myself. Even you said so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make the club that I need the most, right? But my problems are so trivial compared to yours. Sayori responds quietly. What are you talking about? But as she says that, her face darkens, and she pulls out a knife. Through the silence, Sayori mutters her realization. I left my folder here. She left her folder. She should have zipped it. She should have compressed that shit. She didn't. Monika stares blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response. I wasn't ready to share those. Now you're worrying about me. I don't want that. But why? We're friends, right? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Friends look out for each other. I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me. I need to turn this music up. It's very quiet for some reason today. Too loud yesterday, too quiet today. Don't know what's with that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to... If I want to do that, I think I have to... It's fine. Oh, I could just do this. There we go. That's fine. I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me. Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy. This is different. It wasn't just about you yesterday. It was about the club. Besides, things were so happy yesterday. You need to do this all of a sudden? I don't want it. I like happy. So, if you do this, then you're just being selfish. Monika massages her forehead, struggling through the frustration of such a paradox. It's understandable that Sayori isn't ready to share certain things. But, as unfair as it is for Monika to pry, it's also painful for Monika to force herself to ignore the needs of her friend. I'm sorry I looked. I disrespected your privacy. No, I don't blame you for looking. You would have at least needed to check it if it was mine. Yeah. Monica takes a deep breath. Okay. I understand that you don't want me to worry, and I think I'll be able to put this aside so that we can move on. But can you promise me something? Promise you what? Monica pauses to collect her thoughts. This is the Literature Club. It's a place where people can express themselves in the ways that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Right the way into your heart or whatever. So, I just want you to promise me that you'll remember that too. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. I want us to be ourselves like that. Sorry, smiles gently. I'll promise if you promise. Unable to help it, Monica returns Sayori's smile. I promise. Me too. As the conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted. With that behind them, it's time to proceed with the club activities. Oh, let's go. Wanna teach me about poetry? Huh? Why so surprised? But what about recruitment? It's fine, we have plenty of time for that. But right now, I feel like I want to do this. I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know. There's no way I could say no to that. Just don't expect much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm a scholar or anything. A scholar? That's fine. I think I just need, like, some motivation. I never know where to start when it comes to writing poems. Starting isn't so hard. You kinda just need to write down your feelings and see where it takes you. Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good. It's not supposed to. You're gonna have to fight your perfectionist mind on this one. You can just start by writing your feelings and see what kinds of things it makes you think of. Just trying to get back. Just trying to get Monica to open up about all this shit going through her mind. Oh my god. And then you can turn your feelings into a little story. You can get your feelings down first and then make it sound pretty later. It's not like building a railroad where you go from one end to the other. It's more like a collage where you find all the things you want to put in and then you arrange them in a pretty way. At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way. Yeah, like with all art, you could just do a scribble. Do a nice scribble and say, yes, this is reflecting my currently chaotic psyche and state of mind. And people are like, wow. Wow. So creative. And there you go, you've just won an award and you're a millionaire. But it's a really good way to not get stuck right at the beginning. I understand. Yeah, I always get caught up in how it sounds that I forget about that I forget about what's actually important. Monica pulls out a pen and paper to start writing on. Stop being a perfectionist, you idiot. I'm just kidding. Monica scribbles out "you idiot" after she writes it down. No, keep it. What? Why? Because you are an idiot. Are you calling me an idiot? Of course not. But the point is that you're not supposed to police your feelings, right? Be as dramatic as you want. But I was just... well, yeah. Underneath the scribble, Monica rewrites "you idiot." She stares at the paper. Her words stare back at her. It's kind of funny how I wrote down what I'm mad at myself for, and then I did that exact thing anyway. This is really going to take some getting used to. I believe in you. Thanks. I do, too. Me, I mean. But also you, of course. Monica continues the exercise, jotting down her thoughts. It's surprisingly quite a struggle to write without overthinking it. But after a while, with Sayori's guidance and encouragement, Monica's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively, peppered with all of her random thoughts. Phew. Oh my god, if someone got me to write down my thoughts. Shit. Wow, okay, no. Monica looks up and down at her sheet. Gosh, I feel so tense looking at this. I hate it. But it's also kind of liberating. I can tell how hard you're trying, it makes me happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems. Don't give me too much credit. I'd have to try really, really hard at it. But I think it's something that I'll enjoy doing. With you. Sorority beams. I'll stop here, but we still have time. Let's try to work on a new flyer for the club. I won't be so picky about the language. Yay, let's do it. Monica and Sorority proceed with their work. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club. Not simply from their recruitment planning, but from their vision as well. Was that a bit too early? Because didn't they like recruiter? Well, they tried. As their bond strengthens, so does the essence of the literature club. Finally, they begin to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. I like how, if you remember, early on in the main game, Monica's writing tip of the day or whatever was like, not to think too much about what you're going to write, but just to kind of get it down. And it's interesting now to find out that she's learned that from Sayori, which I think is nice. I like that. Another day passes. As usual, Monica is the first one to the club room. With her is a printout of the revised literature club flyer, complete with the all-new ideas Monica and Sayori came up with. If only this was the flyer we gave to that one reading girl the other day. It's so much more attractive than the old one. But the new catchphrase is featured clearly in the centre of the flyer. Write the way into your heart. Surely, common sense would say that one writes from the heart, not into the heart. But the message being delivered is that one can use writing to discover themselves. Hopefully, Monica and Sayori had thought that it would be enough to garner some curiosity from students. Why do I feel so tense looking at this? Monica thinks back to the previous meeting, when she performed the writing exercise. Was I always this bad at expressing myself? How am I supposed to be the president if I can't even demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about? The literature club is truly beginning to take form. But with that, the weight on Monica's shoulders only becomes heavier. Debate club was always about rigid structure, formulating airtight points and counterpoints and delivering them with the conviction. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monica was so good at it. It existed entirely within her realm of comfort. It's suffocating. I need to break through this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself for real. Monica pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs her pen. She presses the tip of the pen firmly against the paper. And it breaks. But her hand doesn't move. Instead, a tiny blot of ink collects around the tip of her pen. Monica lifts her pen and stares at the little blotch. Yeah, this was what she was talking about. Which I think's interesting. For some reason, she feels compelled to run her finger across it. As she does so, the black ink smears across the paper, ruining Monica's canvas. First of all, don't write a poem on a canvas, dipshit. Ugh. Out of spite for herself, Monica presses the pen down once again, letting the ink collect. She gets a second smear on the paper. Come on, Monica. Just move your hand. Monica writes. This is what I get for seeking perfection. A stain. These side stories are really good. Monica slides the paper away from her and puts her head down on the desk. Slam. The air conditioner seems louder today. I'm here. Hi. Monica hears Sayori approach her desk, then stop for a second, probably reading the piece of paper. Then she sits down in the adjacent desk. Bad day? Me too. You too? The new flyer looks so good. You've been working so hard. On the club, but also something else, I think. I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's so hard to just be vulnerable. Sayori takes a sheet of paper from Monica's desk. She writes something down and stares at it for a while. Can I trust you? Of course. You can trust me with anything. Sayori gazes at Monica with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal, Monica takes the paper from Sayori's desk and reads it. Oh shit. Sometimes I want to die. Fuck. Sayori. This is really, really hard for me. Her voice shakes. So, if I can do it, then you can too. Because you're like a million times better than me. Was that Sprite in the original? So sad. That's completely not true. So he takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself. That's something about me that I've never told anyone before. Even now my head is like screaming at me to stop. Wait, you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because of the promise yesterday, I want to. It just feels right. I mean, maybe it's part of the reason I came to this club in the first place. This is the literature club. I trust you more than I'm scared. This feels like even like more kind of bizarre and sort of like upsetting, knowing what's gonna happen with like Monica especially, I think. I assume most of you watching probably know what happens, but for those who don't, well, damn. You're gonna be in for a treat. But yeah, I guess the what with the side stories, the Plus edition is quite a lot more revealing. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I feel like I can appreciate it having played the game before. I do like the extra kind of exposition and stuff. But I feel if playing for the first time, you probably don't want this extra stuff. You probably just want to do the main story. So if you want to play this game and you've not played the original, I would suggest playing the original first. Probably. I mean, it's free. It's free. What have you got to lose? Brilliant game. Anyway, at those words, Monica stands up. Sorority must have taken days to work up the courage for this. When Monica's own futile but genuine efforts actually the push that Sorority needed. Sorority's deliberate breaths can be heard over the air conditioner. As she prepares herself to continue, Monica waits in gentle silence. I have this problem where I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? So I never tell anyone about these kinds of thoughts that I have. It's so much easier to just smile and help everyone else be happy. But that's terrible. That's what Monica wanted to say, but she stopped herself in fear of saying the wrong thing. It's just that if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same anymore. Like whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask me what's wrong. I know that because it used to be like that. Sorry, pause is seeming to recall something in the past. I just want everyone to be happy. That's most important to me. And letting people look inside my head doesn't bring happiness to anyone. Sorry, pauses again, her solemn expression making her look almost like an entirely different person. How did you find the courage to tell me this? You're not worried that I'll be one of those people too? I am worried. Part of me really hates myself for doing this. But another part of me, I think, just felt like it would be different this time. Whenever we talk about what the club is supposed to mean, I kept feeling like it was right for me to do. Especially after you've been trying so hard to express yourself too. It just made me feel like I could sit in confidence and our friendship doesn't have to change. It's so silly. The club is only 2 people, but it already means this much to me. Monica feels a tightening sensation in her heart. A feeling of connection as Sorority's emotions radiate between them. Me too. I was so lost until you showed up. You're so brave, Sorority. You're so strong and brave I don't even compare. Monica steps forward. But if nothing else, I'm going to offer you some hug energy, if you'd like. Can everyone do with some of that right now? Nice new picture. The music sounds a bit off, which is a bit unnerving. But whatever. Wordlessly, and without a smile, Sorority rests her forehead on Monica's shoulder. Through their contact, Monica can almost feel the torrent of thoughts swimming in Sorority's head. And in this moment, enchanted by the air of the club, Monica realizes that, of all the days that have passed, This is the one where she really, really hopes that nobody new walks through the door. She speaks softly. You're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can say anything, I'll never judge you. I promise. Sori's breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say the things she never once dared to say out loud. Finally, she speaks in a choked voice. I'm so worthless. I'm worthless and everyone would be better off without me. She suppresses a sob as a tear falls down her cheek. I'm just an inconvenience to everyone. I'm not good at anything and it feels like everyone just has to put up with me. And I hate it, I hate it. The more Sori speaks, the more she fails to control her voice, falling victim to the overwhelming sadness clutching at her throat and chest. I don't want to have these thoughts, I want them to go away. And I'm making you put up with me, and I just want to die. As soon as Sori loses her composure, Monika becomes determined to keep her own. She only wants to be what Sori needs right now. So she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through as soft and gentle. This isn't putting up with you. It's just being your friend. Monika offers a few words of comfort. But she knows, Sori said it herself, that the thoughts Sori experiences are ones that don't belong. And Monika can't magically make them go away. The most she could do is help Sori battle them, like any good friend would. You have so much value. To me and your other friends too. This club wouldn't have been the same without you. It's not much of a club yet though, is it? I really, really mean that. You coming here was the best thing that could have happened. Even if we never got any other members, I would still be happy. That's what you brought here. You brought us a vision, and you also brought happiness. And that's your favourite thing to do, right? Sori doesn't respond, but Monika feels a gently nod. No more words are needed between them. The two share their embrace for a while longer, Monika letting Sori take as much time as she needs. Once her breathing steadies and her sniffles fully cease, Sori lifts her head and wipes her eyes. I guess I needed that. Sometimes they're harder than others. Well, I'm here whenever you need me. But any other time, I'll make sure that things are the way they usually are. If that's what makes you happy. Thanks. You're the best. No, you are. The two exchange smiles. You know, I'm sorry to bring this all up all of a sudden, but have you considered talking to a professional? Sori nods. It's scary. Since it's already so hard to tell people. Yeah. Well, of course it will always be your choice, but if you're ever looking to find the courage for it, I can do my best to help you. Thanks. I think it helps knowing that you would too. Oh. Sori suddenly yawns and stretches. Wow, that made me tired. And hungry. Her eyes. Eyes. Well, I won't make you do any work today if you're not up for it. No, I want to. I mean, I could say there's definitely one thing that makes me happy. Monika smiles. But I might want to get a snack first. All of a sudden the sound of the door causes the two of them to turn their heads. Door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Oh, we're not gonna see. We're gonna see the introduction of Yuri. Oh, we got the new pictures. We got the one. Got that. Did you get any others? Any new ones? Oh God, no! No, 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 no! We don't want that. No, no, no. Okay. So this is the wallpaper. I like this one. There we are. Can I get these as like the actual wallpapers for my computer? Got new music as well. Which one was new? Hack Energy? I think so. Yeah, that's new. Oh, because you can wait. Yeah, it shows you which ones are from the original and which ones are new. Yeah, that's cool. Anyway, let's play the actual game now. Now have a bit of tea. We should do it ASMR again. Lovely. Slow our game. It auto saves. That's interesting. Oh, here we go. Writing poem. Sorry. What do you like? Misfortune. Hurt. Oh my god. Happiness? Yes, sadness. Kawaii. No, that would be Natsuki, probably. Horror, broken. Cry, joy, agonizing. It's Yuri. Oh, we can write something that Yuri would also appreciate. We all like Yuri. Contamination. Laugh. Disown. Suicide. Is it the same words every time? I don't think it is. Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. Okay, what have we got? Maybe hope. What have we got? Uncontrollable. Got lust. Death. Because she already likes the kind of simple, straightforward ones, whereas Yuri's more about the like metaphorical ones, and Natsuki is the one who goes with like the rainbow and the marshmallow and the bunny. About daydream. Yeah, sorry. Anxiety. Tone. What else have we got? Swimsuit. I'll go with a bit of a swimsuit. Got a swimsuit in this poem. Oh, what would be interesting? I'd do this if I wasn't streaming, maybe. But to actually like take all the words I choose and like actually write a poem about like death and a swimsuit and like all the other shit I chose. Nibble. Oh god. Eternity. Requited. Passion. Sticky. No, we had sticky last time, I think. Yeah, we had sticky and climax. I was like, oh no. They're probably Natsuki ones. Ugh. Misery. Ambient. Oh, we got the Yuri as well. Because we like Yuri. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. It's going to be a bit weird going from the kind of just Monica and Sori to like the whole gang again. The harem. Hi, Synodal. Yo, Sori. Oh my god, I'm so cool! I just said yo! Wow, aren't I so awesome and cool like I'm not in real life? Looks like you're in a good mood today. Well, hey! She's not because she's depressed. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Come on! Everyone knows that's the invitation to, you know, go to the vending machine. And put the money in the vending machine. What am I on about? That wasn't even supposed to be an innuendo. I'm just could do with a Mars bar. Yes. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Yeah, I'm on a diet. Clearly. Can't you see? Got my Diet Coke and my like smaller. I've only eaten one half of my Mars Duo. Saving the other half to later. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sori? Oh, here we go. Huh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really? I just wanted to look at it. See, that's how most people get mugged. They're just like, can I have a look at your wallet? Can I have a look at your credit card? I'm just interested in what the number is. Sorry, nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How do you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. Got him. Checkmate. Wow, I'm in a much better mood after freaking getting rid of getting done that side story. Kind of a different mood going on. I don't know. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. Just stop being a bastard and go and buy her a freaking ice cream. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Wah! Defeated. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Shut up, Yuri. We're having some quality time. I didn't notice that she was listening. Of course she was listening, and she's the bloody yandere. She's gonna freaking murder Sayori. Her face is in a book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It's something in my book. Yuri. Tell Senator to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that at all. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the revolution. Yeah, give me those 2 coins. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? My god, some of their conversations. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. Ah! But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Oh no, you deserve nothing. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. A brick. Pwap. Ka! Ow! What was... a cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Won't the cookie, like, snap and freaking explode on impact? Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It's totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Oh, she's a vampire. Look at the freaking vampire tooth. The cookie, it has human blood in it. Natsuki? That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. She already hugs the cookie. How do you hug a cookie? Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. It's so good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Do I get a cookie? Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Isn't it the same cookie? Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. Well, why do they have different cookies? Get the like, if you're gonna buy someone something, you get like the same thing as you get. Like, you know. Because it's chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you share this one with me. Sorry, gets out of her seat and goes behind Noski, then wraps her arms around her and steals her cookie. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie's still in how Noski reaches up to nudge Sori off her face. She suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Noski's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. I mean, they are kids. Oh wait, no, sorry. Sorry, at the start of the game, it said they're all 18. Even Natsuki, they're all 18 years old. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? She's probably just gone to the toilet. Which is probably what I'm gonna do, like, right now. So we'll be back in like half an hour or so. I have returned. I even washed my hands. Lovely. Have any of you heard anything about it being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Ah, don't say that, Yuri or Sayori. I mean, Natsuki... yes, well, no, yes. That's not true. Excuse me? I mean, the truth hurts, Natsuki. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club after a boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Why? Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period was... Oh, today was study hall. I was like, what? To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing the piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Of course she does everything. She's the freaking model student. She plays all the instruments. You know, the piano, the violin, the trombone, the bloody ocarina. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? No. In that case, I will let you down, Sindel. Whoa. Freaking just pushes them all aside with her ass. Ah. Really mean to pressure you or anything like that. Ah, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. Really been practicing the piano when you should be writing your poems? I've got to question your commitment to the club. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I don't know, read a book. The main literature based related activity, you know? I guess I could always read some of the book you already gave me. Yeah, there you go. Good idea. Good idea. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Okay. Just read some manga then or something, or I don't know. You're that sort of guy, aren't you? I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Soda's conversation with Monica. You're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. It's all about reading. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. Speech mark. That doesn't really solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if you come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberately like this. Deliberating. Did it say deliberating and I read it? I don't know. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Like the eating kind. Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Ah, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why I suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sori is just her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wow. Well, I got me like the second job scare now. Now I'm the one wahing. I open my eyes to find Sori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Yeah, sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does the school have a napping club? I remember when I was like really young, I went to nursery, we would have like lunch and then it'd be like nap time. That was crazy. Freaking laying the freaking mattresses around in the hall or something. Just like enforced sleeping time. Oh my god, it's like some sort of camp. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? But imagine even having the energy to stay up late. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I can also my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, sorry, it's written all over you. Sorry glances around herself. How's it written all over me? You're clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair's sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Zoe's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, you're both... don't go there. You're both straight either, and there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would even notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. You meanie. I didn't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Don't button it up for her, please. Seriously, sorry. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Don't button up your blazer. Who does that? No. We'll see how much better it looks. You'll change your mind. I'm actually just taking advantage of her right now. This is so funny. No, it's not. It's weird. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. Make me feel weird about it, stupid. No, it's weird, and you should be feeling weird. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button to her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. You don't button it. What are you smiling about? My boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Zora's blazer buttoned up like this? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all, so hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Oh, they did that just so they didn't have to redraw the thing. I knew they'd do that. Oh, lazy. Absolutely lazy game. 5 out of 10. Phew. That's so much better. She puts her arms out and twirls around. So keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? No, yeah, like... Absolutely wrong there. Who buttons it up? No. No, you look like a twat. And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. Yeah, he'd be storming in to the literature club, and he'd just take me out. Just throw a cookie at me really hard. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Why are we having a debate over this? Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. And if you focus on getting to bed earlier, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. Huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, sorry. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Citadel, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I can't wait to read mine either. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Saori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Who should I show my poem to first? Gotta be Saori, I guess. Oh, I actually wrote a poem this time, guys. Okay. Here we go. Roses are red. Violets are blue. I could have chosen Natsuki, but I didn't. What do you think? Oh my goodness. This is so good, Tyndall. I know. I'm just so good at writing the poems. I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem. You're too honest sometimes, Saori. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Saori, I still have to show everyone else? Must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. No, well, come on, I'm putting myself down. That was amazing. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a single poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Feel my feelings? Wow. Saori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Saori. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things... Oh. Is it her talking? If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. No, I do. I've mastered her. Why don't you at least try giving us some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Huh? Well. Oh, I don't... Why did I pick a freaking name beginning with the S? I keep getting confused between, like, who's talking. I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit both. There's a word for that, right? That's the word I'm looking for. Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Saori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes, when you have a little rain cloud in your head, that poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. Yeah, it is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Senator. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Here we go. Bottles. I like bottles. I pop off my scalp. Good start. Like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts in shards, all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Lovely! Beautiful, yes, nice, good. Holy crap. Exactly. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Oh god. Here we go. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but... Come on, it's the best poem ever! Shut up, me. I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've really been in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. God, I'm pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Shiro's always got a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go for Yuri. I see what you've written for today. This is pretty good, Synodal. Were you influenced by seeing everyone's writing styles yesterday? I guess you could say that. I was also a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes, so I respect you for trying new things. You don't seem to be afraid... You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. I mean, like, the thing is, Yuri's, like, interested in, like, the more interesting poems. But, freaking... I want to write for Sayori, I want to do this Sayori route. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. Okay. It happened in the dead of night, while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. Guilty snack, which is bread. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase, and reflects that much more light of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps, I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I don't want to spoil anything, but like, shit. Oh my god. The game straight up freaking tells you everything before it even happens. The foreshadowing in this game is just, oh my god, it's crazy. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. You don't say. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Yeah, her unusual hobby of feeding bread to a raccoon, definitely. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Cynodal? No. Oh yeah, well, my anime. Yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Who should I share my poem to next? Let's go with Natsuki. Leave Monica till last. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. So just like Natsuki, if I write a poem for Sayori, will Natsuki like it more than if I write one for Yuri? Because Yuri is like the complete opposite of Natsuki. Maybe. And Sayori's sort of the kind of mean or whatever. I don't know. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Unless you stop short of all of a sudden. Just don't tell me. Huh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? No. No. What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean, Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve. Through what I did was beyond me. I'm so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back to me. Hey, stupid poem. If you read it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. I didn't write it for Yuri. Come on. That's what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. I don't even get to read hers? Oh, come on. Oh. Anyway, Monica. Hi again, Cynodal. How's writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. There you go! For Sayori! Shut up, Natsuki. Yes, I wrote it for someone, and it wasn't you. But it wasn't Yuri either. You're wrong. Is that so? You and Sayori have really good friends, right? I'd be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Oh, well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Shut up, Monica. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. I don't remember which one tries next. Oh yeah, this one. The first proper weird one. Save me. The colours. They won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Yeah. Totally normal poem. Oh no. This game's not right. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. I love it. It's just a kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing by space on the paper, choosing where and how you space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. A bit, blunt. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Pretty blatant fourth wall break, okay. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today. So if everyone would come to sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Zoe's been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're really actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So he's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Wait, what? Did that suddenly go? No, maybe it's just me. So he's been colouring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, seriously. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's for those reasons we're all in the club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, but I know you can do it. 2 minutes! Wow, okay. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Shirley looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been really trying to get new members. But least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It's like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over it. Get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. Yuri. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Don't go there yet. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We can practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica? This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through a notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. God, how many poems are we expected to, have? She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting a poem. Do not get to hear the poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. Inflection. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around at me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. Recitation? The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just happy to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next! Bloody hell, Yuri! But Yuri was so excited to go next. You're ruining her fun. Oh my god. Blah! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Wait, she just has a poem ready then, I guess. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. That is so dark and edgy. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered. As if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. I mean, I'd start applauding, but I don't even know what a poem was. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. She hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sorry. It's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. If you're reading to people and you're scared of them, just imagine them in their underwear. So it begins the poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Story is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, because it isn't very good. But hearing it come from Sori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sori. Even Citadel liked it. Of course I liked it. Maybe. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. You might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Cynodal. It's not like I could compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Cynodal lower everyone's expectations a little before I have to do it. Natsuki? It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. Yeah, but it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read, because I've only written the 2 poems so far, so what do I read? This one or the last one? I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... But why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Yeah. Called Jump Off a Cliff. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting a poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you wouldn't have to worry, you wouldn't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets. I thought that said pancakes for a second, I got excited. But no, I just can't read. So let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. Oh! Now you say. Oh my god. Not that I'd write to myself anyway. Just pick a funny one. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Stop abusing Natsuki like that. Oh, yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. You've just kind of, swatted away. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. You probably can't. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Suri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, And impressing Monica. But I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sorry? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. Kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Whoa, Yuri. It must be a little nice, though. Well, no, I hate it. How am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Cyndahl, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's just go already. Got a little intense. They all want to walk home with me. I mean, surely they all live in different places. I mean, if we all live in the same neighborhood, why don't we walk home together? Or like all of us. Wouldn't that be something really crazy and awesome? I walk home with Sorry once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sorry is being a little quieter than usual on her way home. Hey, Sorry? Sorry, I was spacing out. Oh, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... She fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... Oh... But if we all live in the same place, why don't the three of us walk home together? I mean, the thing is, like... I'd still walk home with Sayori. Like, she needs that, and Yuri can tag along? Is that, like, I can't say that specifically. It feels like I'm, like, either I'm abandoning Sayori, or I'm, like, turning Yuri down, which I don't want to do. Because, like, a one-off isn't gonna make a difference, but, like... I mean, like, I'd do both. It's a walk home with Sorry, come on. Sorry. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? That's not, yes, that's not what I meant. I'm not saying I don't value Yuri. Oh my god. Oh, this hurts. But, she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I'm gonna just ruin that for you. I mean, there we go. That's the point I want to make. You're so silly, Cyndahl. You think about me too much sometimes. Maybe you would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Oh my god, this is gonna make her feel awful anyway. Oh, was this what Monica meant about, like, the decision and then kind of going back and whatever? I don't know. Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sora to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Who knows? I'm gonna save here, and I'm gonna see. We might have, like, another side story to do, wouldn't that be? Yeah, we do! Understanding. Here we go, let's do this. It's gonna be exciting. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monica and Sorority to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. No one could say anything. Sorority's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She very conspicuously mouths to Monica. It's her! It's the girl! It's true. The girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sorority had come across reading alone in a classroom. Thanks to Monica, leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she's found her way to the club. Isn't that amazing? Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. It's a literature club. The girl fully steps in the door but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sorority continues to fail containing her excitement. It's happening! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. I'm Monica, and this is Sorority, and we run the literature club. Even though it's just us so far, but What's your name, by the way? I'd like to join your club. Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Oh. Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So, what's your name? Yuri. I'm Sori, and this is Monica. Sorry, Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Do you like role-playing? Do you like Dungeons and Dragons? Do you like the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim? She pulls out a Nintendo Switch. Like, books? Yuri looks at Monica. Fantasy is cool. Yes. Have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? I can't say I have. Oh. Well, she's my favourite author. I'm on her 5th book and it's just... Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. You can borrow my books. I wouldn't mind. Wow, she's suddenly like really intense. She goes from like being shy to like intense and like just light speed. You can borrow my books. I wouldn't mind. You're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sori, silently asking for help. I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great. I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have bought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. You probably only need to bring one for now. Sori nervously says that, noting to herself the considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. True. Okay, I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the club room in a flash. Are we actually gonna get to like see the book? I'm curious as to what she's actually reading. Imagine if they just put the whole book in the game, like what they do with the like lots of RPGs where they just freaking like have a whole book. I mean, not like a big one, but you know, a whole story. You exit the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sori silently exchanging glances. Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have no experience with fantasy, except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid, but that's probably like a joke compared to what she's into. I'm sure it'll be fine. I watched the Lord of the Rings movies. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that? Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being hasty, I just got really anxious all of a sudden. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, sorry. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yay, that's exactly what I want to do. Besides, Sori lowers her voice, I'm probably going to need all the time I can get. She taps her finger against the dauntingly chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. I'm back. Her breath is slightly heavy, which combined with a short time gone, indicates she may have run at least part of the way. She makes her way back over to Sori and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sori feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one already on Yuri's desk. Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. So nervously interjects. These books sound so exciting though. What are these books? Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think like, if we're going to be reading together, then I would like that. From across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Sori while Yuri isn't looking. Oh? Okay. Yuri sits down, then looks at her book, then glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So, what made you decide you wanted to join the club? Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault, since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because she... You glanced over at Monica. Monica? Monica came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens and she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid. I got too nervous and couldn't even look up, and so she just walked out. It took me several days to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was, but I decided that was probably rational. Wait. No, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just, walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. You exhales in relief. I always seem to interpret things as the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons too. Such as there being too many people. Not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. So, it's actually amazing that it's just the two of you. I definitely came at the right time. Well, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others who are into the same things I am, except online. So I thought that the literature club, what you mean on 4chan? I thought the literature club, she's a redditor. She's got a little neck beard going on. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that. What kind of other things are you into? Like genres? I don't know, just anything, even if it's not literature. Just things you would think I'd done. She pauses, a look of concern on her face. How about, I'll tell you about something I'm into, and then you can tell me about something you're into. I suppose that would be okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty into, crafty things. Like, making cute collages or decorating things. Like, cards or jewelry boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends. But then I put it off until the last minute. So yeah, that's something kind of silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much. It's just that you'd be surprised by how much you can do with just scissors and glue and stuff. Oh, you can do a lot with a pair of scissors. Shiori's also been sniffing that glue. So, I have to share something that I'm into now, right? Yes, keep up. Shiori nods. Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck here with me now. I'm not. Oh, yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as Vice President of the Literature Club. There, now you're stuck with me. Yes, that is how politics works. Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward at having gotten cut off. I like going out into the woods or to the park. Just places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around. A park where there aren't people around? Where do you live? Just nice to remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while. When do you like doing that? It just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do, if you don't let it slip through your fingers. The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Shiori, but with Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Shiori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So, are you two going to be starting on that book the next club meeting? That's the plan. I'm so excited. Shiori beams. Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Shiori and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! As Yuri exits, Shiori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Shiori and Monica are left in their club room. Shiori, you're a lifesaver. I didn't do anything, I just talked. Still. Besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice when I can put my energy towards other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know. It made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here, with you engaging her. How are you feeling about the book with the next meeting? I'm kind of scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. Isn't that nice? Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayori in the club room. It's club time again. Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? What's she doing on the computers? She's playing Among Us. She's playing some Valorant. Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. So he tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri is talking about. Well, I mean, the way I got overly excited to share my books, and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so... Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. Well, still. I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. Huh? Why? Because... I know that you were just humouring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested. But, if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. I mean, Monarch and I have been working on recruitment and stuff mostly. So, it just sounded like something fun we could do together. Reading your books. You know, like, as a club activity. That would be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Shuri pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Shuri reads the cover of the book. Duskbell. Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. Ha! It's Duskbell by Annabelle. Thanks for that, Shuri. Sorry, I'm ready now. Oh, right, I should probably get some paper. He grabs a spiral notebook out of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Wait, how can you need paper? Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes. Like maps, timelines, family trees, or just for taking notes. That's like, what? Like, I read to relax. I don't read them and I'm like, okay, this is an intense reading session. We're getting out the stuff for, like, making notes and drawing maps and stuff. Like, I don't even really like playing games where I need to make notes. Like, if it makes the notes for me, that's nice. But yeah, that sounds so intense, but I guess kind of fun, maybe. Notes? I mean... yes, that's an effective strategy. Exactly. I'm sure it'll be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. It'd probably be helpful for me. I pick up on nothing. I'm like, who's this character again? Oh yeah, sorry, it's the protagonist. Suri's joke flew completely over Yuri's head. But thinking about it, she decides that it's probably for the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to make it as accessible as possible. I trust you. You're like, super smart. Oh, please. You tries to dismiss a compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in things I have a lot of experience with. I mean, you can't be smart with something you don't have experience with, so... I guess that's fair. Contrarily, I'm more full at anything involving real people. That should be evident enough from the 2 days I've spent here so far. So, in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart. Especially you. No! She rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. It's getting a bit too intimate for me, guys. Anyway, would you like to get started? Okay. After the minor division between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world the story takes place in. The more of it she details the races, factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayori seems to have. Are there like any actual books like this? Like books with like as much lore as like an RPG? We should like need to kind of really get into. Because authors don't like tend to do that. Or they don't tend to write many books set in the same universe. I know, not from what I've read. Really. I mean, I guess with like Lovecraft. You got the whole Cthulhu mythos. But I've read like a few of them, and there's not really like any relationship between them yet. But if you go on Wikipedia, it's got like all the freaking gods in his like, you know, religion or whatever, and it's like, I don't know, like 50 odd. You know, it was like the Frog King of Death, who lives at the bottom of a well in a big cave, and it's that sort of thing. But despite Yuri's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her way through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards. How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do. What kind of writing? Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are like just putting down the feelings that come into my head, you know. But this is like, there must be so much planning and hard work. Oh, you're into poetry? I think there's an appendix that includes some of the Kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs. This is literally like the freaking Elder Scrolls series condensed into a book. Like, it's got a freaking appendix with like the world's literature in. That is so cool. Why just... Are there actually books like this that exist? Can someone tell me? It sound like so it's like actually generally like interesting. No way. I mean, it'd be a chunky book. Yuri giggles, filling Sarah's heart with happiness when she realizes it's the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. I mean, Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now, if you're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. I see. So he jots Yuri's patient into her notes. Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. But I'm kind of glad you're patient, because I need that sometimes. A lot of times. So he flips through the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of contents. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two of them begin to read. But the silence only lasts for a moment before Zero speaks up again. What does vindicated mean? Ah, well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Shuri turns the page. Are these footnotes? A lot of the dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to be understood. But to continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. I'm thinking it'd be really great to make like a proper RPG with like a really built out world. Quite a lot of like time and effort though. But when you get like into like, I don't know, if you're creating anything, any sort of story and you get really into it, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna come up with like a huge, really, really complex lore and stuff. And literally most people are like not gonna care or even like really know what's going on. Meanwhile, Sura's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expressions have been reversed, with Sura easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Wait, are they talking about the past right now or the present? Where? Right here. They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnes is having. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied from the context. She rubs her temples. Two of them continue with Suri asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes, and she finds herself referring to them somewhat, and even adding to them. But her reduction in questions comes not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. At last, Suri reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Suri takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. So, what are your thoughts up to this point? Suri tries to find words. Am I doing well so far? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going, and to keep doing my best so I can see it the way that you do. The relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses, then shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow. But... I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves. You weren't making me. Suri is left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having so much fun a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. I should have told her that I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I still messed it up. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Suri stares blankly at a desk spread with notes. The book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, she wouldn't have left a book here, right? Unless she just forgot to take it with her. This is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough. I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Oh my god, like... At this stage, at least, in the game, like, in the main story, everything's all happy and cheerful and fun, and they get to the side stories and it's freaking, like, everyone's depressed. Oh my god. I would let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smart, she would be having so much more fun. I need to do better for her. Hey, you got any pictures? Oh, we got a Yuri. Nice. Got bottles. I could set a poem as a wallpaper, wouldn't that be crazy? Yep. Oh! Poem from Suri distributed as a special event. Special events in the past. Acquisition procedure to acquire all of Suri's other poems. Wait, she's not writing any more poems? Shit. 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 Okay. Should we read it? There once was a ladybug. It was so small it took a really long time to crawl from here to there. It was very tiring to fly for too long. Nobody squishes ladybugs because they're cute. Does that make them better than other bugs? Do ladybugs know they're cute? I think they're too preoccupied with bug things. And so the ladybug crawled around and did bug things. This story wasn't really going anywhere, but I know you don't mind. I hope you think it's nice for being there anyway. Like ladybugs. Like this ladybug. The one who clings like a doof onto your sleeve because it knows you won't squash it. If it doesn't bug you, will you stay a while? Okay. 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 And got some new music. A Lavender Mist. And I think Peachy Pie. Some nice music. To the next side story, maybe. Understanding Part 2. For the first time, Suri is the first to enter the club room. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting at her desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy. But my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best. But I'm letting everyone down. I am always just such a disappointment. Suri continues to wrestle with her self-deprecating thoughts. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. Minutes pass, and nobody enters the club room. Not Yuri or Monica. Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes. It's going to leave such a bad impression on the new club members, like Yuri if I'm not the first one there. Monica rounds the corner, approaching the club room. As she does so, Yuri? Ah! She jumps to the sound of Monica's voice. She's sitting outside the club room against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Oh, gosh, sorry, I'm late. You have to wait outside for me. The door to the club room is open. It's not... Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the club room through the window, then looks away. Actually, I was just wondering if I could help you today instead. Huh? Me? With publicity stuff? Yes! Monika's utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden, when she was so eager to spend time with Sayori before? Did they not get along after all? Monika looks into the club room herself to see Sayori sitting alone inside. Okay, it's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along. Me too. Monika is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict may have arisen. It's a little ironic, she realises, but she could be so conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club. Okay, let's take a walk together. I just have to make copies of this new flyer, then go around to the billboards and replace the old ones with the new ones. Yuri nods and the two set off. The two walk in silence. Without Sayori, Monika finds it quite difficult to strike up conversation. So, how's everything been going? Fine. That's good. Neither of them follow up with anything more. Monika tenses up at the stinted conversation. How the heck does Sayori do it? Ah, sorry, I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers. Sure, he told me. What did you end up doing yesterday? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel more like a literature club now. Yeah. It's kind of funny, I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of reading you're into. But you know, it's kind of stupid of me because I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. And it's silly to assume that everyone who comes to this club will have the same interests as me. But it's so cool that you were able to get Sayori into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that. She's not into it. Huh? She's not into it and I'm stupid for forcing it onto her. Yuri falls silent again, as if she started her thought but can't figure out how to continue it. Did something happen? Yuri sighs. No, it's just me. Yuri pauses. I'm thinking. Then pauses in silence and Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Don't be silly. I wouldn't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to that, then you can't tell me anything. Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club, it's just an issue with me. So I feel wrong to inconvenience you with it. Ah. Monika pauses and thinks. They've really been adding these pauses in the text in the this version, in the side stories, which is a nice thing to do in visual novels because you can kind of at times choose to influence like the pace of the text, which I think is quite effective because it's something you could do with like visual novels, which you can't do with like books. So I mean, the only other visual novel I've started playing is Higurashi, and that has like no player choice or anything, but I still appreciate it as a visual novel because it has like the pauses in the text and the kind of sounds and stuff. That's a really good visual novel. Anyway, well, what if you put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of the club members, right? We're going to have all kinds of people join the club, hopefully, anyway. And learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with club activities that everyone can be happy with. That everyone can be happy with? Not just only some people? I mean, yeah. Of course. I need to be looking out for everyone. Otherwise, shit. I keep skipping sometimes. Otherwise, what kind of club would it be? I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals to Monika that switching from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Okay. Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I just don't know how to, I guess, connect with other people. How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about any arbitrary topic? I could talk for hours about the things I'm into. Unfortunately, so much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So, I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignored or made fun of or taken pity on. And Sayori falls into that third category. She what? Hold on. You're saying I need to stop skipping the text? You're saying that Sayori's taking pity on you? Yuri nods. I just wanted to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me or you don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. Sayori's too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I pushed on to her. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stopped short in the hallway, prioritizing conversation over their original tasks. Monika looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down, with her fist clenched. I think you should tell her that. I can never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. Yuri's different. Making people happy is the most important to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So, if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater to the other person's weird needs? I'm sorry, I make myself sound so... No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monika hesitates to finish her thought out loud. It's something that Sayori would be able to say better. Sayori is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Sayori to be even more assertive in her kindness, further exacerbating the matter. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better. Sayori wants to be a friend, I promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Sayori, she has her own needs too. But good friends work together and could be what they need for each other. You just have to have good communication and talk about it. I don't have good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My head is just so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind of person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of this cycle I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session. But I understand now that I just need to communicate with her. You're totally fine. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone. Yeah. Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something. This kind of critical thinking is something that I'm really bad at. You know, about people. So thank you. Anytime. Monika smiles at Yuri. For just a moment, Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monika's gaze, pretending a shy smile of her own. Yuri and Monika finish replacing the old flyers with the new ones. More accurately, Monika mostly did the work while Yuri followed along. But as the club room once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. I can't do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never going to feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. Yuri starts towards the door, but then turns to face Monika. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? I can take a walk. Want me to get you coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. Oh no, I finished my tea. Wait, no, some, like, cinnamon and shit is collected at the bottom. I can... Yes. Yes, tea. I'm now ready. Okay, here we go. I like to make my own though, so please don't worry about it. Yeah, you can have a good tea or you can have a bad tea. If someone fucks up your tea, then they've fucked up your tea. Although, I suppose that's one downside of reading here in the club rather than at home. I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sorry, I guess that has nothing to do with this. You know, now that you mention it, I bet we could get permission to keep stuff for tea in the club room. You can use, like, an electric kettle to tap water, right? Would that really be possible? I'll look into it. I think it'd be great. God, I'd love to have a freaking kettle at school. So I could have my, like, instant ramen from pot noodles. Coffee. But no. Well, no, you need a coffee machine for coffee. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monika waves at Yuri, then turns around and departs down the hallway as Yuri's smile fades once more. A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies before her. But it must be done. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the clubroom door. Yuri? Wait, hold on, I'm not done yet. She shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers. Words suddenly caught in her throat. At that moment, she realizes Sora has been spending her afternoon. I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first, but I got most of the way through it. And look! Sora holds up a sheet of paper. There's a page of notes beautifully produced with indentations, categories, and even color coding. Wow. As Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. I was afraid of getting disappointed in me, so I've been trying really hard. Stop! You press her face against your forehead. Please stop. I can't take this. Yuri? Sora's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry. Sora looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? I don't understand. So if I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No. It's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay. Please just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought that if we did something together that you really like... I don't want your pity. Why did I do that? Yuri sinks to her knees, her voice squeaks. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing begin to stream down her face. This isn't how it was supposed to go. Why is it so hard just to articulate your thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with internal accusations as she touches her eyes, unable to face thoroughly all the rest of the world. She should leave, just escape from here before Monica sees her like this, and before Sora tells Monica what she did. But before Yuri can put any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrap around her from behind. It's okay, Sora whispers in a soothing voice. It's okay. It's okay. Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sora's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand. I understand that the things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that must be what you're feeling right now. I promise I understand that. So give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, just tell me your feelings and we can talk about them together, okay? Yuri sniffles again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts, then speaks while steadying her voice. I think that I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me, but it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people, so it makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Sora doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I got so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought that it was finally my chance to make friends through my interests. Because my interests are the only things I know how to talk about. It's all I have going for me. But then, whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessive in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person. But how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. Damn it, I just realized. Why is this stream also called part 1? Oh my god. Gotta change that. There we go. Change that. Yuri finishes her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Sora, you could feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well. Thank you for helping me understand you a little better. Look at that picture, it's so nice. Can I do the... I can't actually see my keyboard, it's gotten really dark now. Ba-doop. Oh, damn it, the thing came up! When you press the button, it comes up. That's so annoying. It's really difficult trying to take screenshots from this game. Thank you for helping me understand you a little better. You know, you were so great at helping me while you were reading. So I'll help you with the things that you need too. But I feel like it would just be frustrating for you with how much patience that requires sometimes. That sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid to get frustrated with me. But I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know, but my irrational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you, right? Yeah. Irrational fears. Well, you know, there's no way that you could frustrate me, because I already like you as the person that you are. I know you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise it is true. You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considerate in your own way, you know? Worrying so much about people's feelings. Well, kind of weird. It's a literature club. But it's the best part that we're all different, and have different interests. Like, about the book. I'm reading it because I want to, I promise. That's what I really want. It's a bit of a struggle, but try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we could never discover new things if we didn't try them first, right? I want to learn the reasons that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say that, but I'll be glad that I tried it and learned more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart, and I want that to rub off on me. You flashed back a smile at that comment. Already the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated through the caress of Suru's arms. Yeah, it's so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. Yui's tension relaxes. For once she feels okay just listening, rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Shuri, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people, but if the literature club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience. Well then, based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. That's what I wanted to hear. But we can stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it, I won't be offended. Of course. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to judge anything this early on, though. So we'll see what happens. Oh, and... it's not good to touch people without their consent first. That's no good. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oh my god. Shuri sexually harasses Yuri. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh, you didn't. I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying. I'm back. Monica's back. I haven't seen you, like, at all recently. She trots over to Monica. Ah, she whispers loudly. Can I hug you? Ah, sure, Shuri. Shuri wraps her arms around Monica. Oh yeah, Yuri, might be good to know. Shuri can be kind of a hug monster. Ah, that's what we're calling them nowadays, hug monsters. Ah, hey, don't call me a monster. Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. Yuri laughs. Monica perplexedly looks between the two of them and then smiles. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activities, the literature club. Ah, about that. Well, you've been so patient with exploring my interests. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me not to return the favour to you and learn about the things that you like. Yes. Do you like poetry? Yuri smiles. And there we go. Got the new music. One of them, Piece by Piece, Dusk. Are they new? Do I have playlists? Can we, like, add them? Oh, and you can... Oh, yeah, okay. Playlist. Oh, wait, and then you can just have them on in the background or something. I guess, while you do your homework. Is that the actual time? Is it actually 9:02? It is! Isn't that crazy? Wow. It's like in I'm Scared when you go to like the metro stop and it has like the actual time. And you have to actually change the time on your computer or whatever. Or like actually be up at 12 AM or something in order to get the like tram to arrive or whatever. It's crazy. Oh, this is nice. That is nice. I like that. So that's my wallpaper. We got any other new ones? We must have gotten, yeah, there we go. We got that. Secrets, not got any secrets yet. Some nice sketches. That, which we're not looking at. That's gross. Horrible. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining the stream. I hope you enjoyed. We'll be doing more Doki Doki Literature Society, Book Society soon. So yeah. My other streams as well. So if you like stream stuff, then make sure you have a like on this video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss stuff out. And yeah, oh, she did the cool S thing. That's cool. She could do that. I can't do that. I guess I'm just much less clever. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching. And I hope to see you later.